Hello and welcome to another episode of What Travis Says. My name is Travis. Let's talk about Doctor Who. More specifically, let's talk about the trailer for this year's Christmas special, Twice Upon a Time. The trailer for Twice Upon a Time was released at the Doctor Who panel at this last weekend's San Diego Comic-Con. And now we actually have a name for the Christmas special, Twice Upon a Time, which I think has a pretty nice ring to it. And I watched the trailer and it made me feel feels, and I was already excited for Christmas, and this just adds more excitement into my mind, and I can't wait for Christmas. I really want to watch this special. As you know, I'm a big fan of Capaldi's Doctor, and I'm not quite ready to say goodbye to him as a Doctor because I think he's fantastic, but I am very excited to see what is going to be his final swan song. And in Moffat and Capaldi fashion, we see in the trailer that there are many references to previous Who, including the one big main character, Doctor Number 1. So after watching the trailer, which I enjoyed, there are two main things that I would like to talk to you about. So if you've not watched the trailer for Twice Upon a Time yet, you should go do that right now. I will link it down below. But if you are avoiding trailers for some reason, maybe you shouldn't watch this video because, you know, spoilers. We're going to be talking about very specific trailery things. Alright, so if you're at this point in the video, you're okay with me talking about trailer-specific spoilers because Bill is back and I'm not quite sure how to feel. Don't get me wrong, I love Bill as a character. I think she had a very solid season. But after the Doctor falls, we talked about her death. Bill became a Cyberman, died, and then was brought back to life as a pseudo-immortal, and then decided to travel the universe with another pseudo-immortal. It kind of sounds like a previous companion that we had a really long time ago. What was her name? Clara. Same sort of thing happened with Clara. And I guess Danny Pink too, because he died and then came back and ended up saving the day and then just... No, I guess it's different than what happened with Danny. It's just that whole thing is still kind of bothering me a little bit. We kind of knew that Bill might be back during the Christmas special from an announcement that we got from San Diego Comic-Con, but I wasn't too quick to believe it until I watched the trailer and saw the very end with Bill just right there. And like I said, honestly, I have mixed feelings about this. We've talked before about how Moffat will just keep bringing characters back again and again. And while most of us liked Bill, I feel that she already had her proper goodbye. Right? For example, if Bill would have died when she became a Cyberman and succumbed to the programming and the machinery, that would have set the Doctor down an incredible warpath. His companion was ripped from her life mere hours before he arrived to save her. Evil Missy, evil Master, justification for actions, consequences. But instead, Bill's mind was able to negate the programming to the point where she didn't even understand that she had become a Cyberman, which sort of made sense in the context of the story after her dealings with the monks. It was actually one of the only saving graces of that entire monk trilogy was that Bill ended up having a very strong psyche. So Bill is Cyber Bill. She moves the Doctor into the TARDIS. Water Pilot comes out of nowhere and transitions Bill from Cyber Bill into Aqua Bill. And then they decide to go travel the stars together, which is kind of a heartfelt, mostly positive send-off for Bill. And now she's back. Already. I know it's the Christmas special and it will have been a few months, but it's essentially the next episode. She's just showing back up. I mean, technically the Christmas special is picking up immediately where the Doctor Falls left off, so it is just very recently. Bill's already back. The only loose end that I can think of for tying up Bill is whatever happened with her mother. Like, what was all that about? The Doctor going back in time, and then Bill making a big deal about her mother, and then during the monks, Bill making a big deal about her fictional mother, and just that whole thing, I feel, could be cleaned up a little nicer. But any emotion about Bill leaving in this last season finale is just poof. Gone. Though I guess now maybe the Doctor will get to say goodbye for real. I can only imagine how confused he was when he woke up in the TARDIS and Bill was gone. Did he have any idea where she was at all? Aw, and I just realized he woke up without ever knowing that Missy had turned around to go help him because she was stopped by herself. Alright, and the second thing that I wanted to talk to you about is something that people have been talking about for months, and that is if Susan Foreman will return to the show. Susan Foreman, the Doctor's granddaughter, has been a point of speculation for quite some time, especially in this season. And there are two big reasons for such an inquiry, especially during the Christmas episode. One, we've been teased this entire season from that first episode, the pilot. It had a picture of Susan Foreman on the Doctor's desk. And two, many of Susan's storylines had to do with Hartnell's first Doctor, and here he is appearing in the show again. So bringing back the first Doctor, coupled with the photo at the beginning of the season, does that mean that we will get to see Susan Foreman back in Doctor Who? Not necessarily. From the trailer and the photos, the first Doctor seems to be around his 10th planet days, which is where the first Doctor regenerates. It's also the story where the Doctor meets the Mendacian Cybermen for the first time, Season 4, Story 2 of Classic Who. But by that point in the show, Susan wasn't actually traveling around on the TARDIS any longer. The Doctor leaves Susan back in Season 2 of Classic Who during the Dalek invasion of Earth. Well, not during the actual invasion. That would be pretty mean. It's actually because Susan was in love. It's a long story. You should go watch it yourself. And it's the same episode that the "One Day I Shall Come Back" speech is from. So I doubt that we'll see Susan in the Christmas special because by this point, Susan wasn't traveling with the Doctor, but hey, it's Doctor Who and stranger things have happened. As for the trailer itself, I really wish that they would have left Bill completely out of the trailer. I wish they would have just had that twist happen. I mean, the trailer went as far as to say Pearl Mackie at the end, but I wanted to just witness that for the first time without even knowing that it was coming. Mark Gatiss is going to be playing a World War I soldier known as the Captain. That mustache though. But once again, David Bradley looks like he's going to be playing a spot-on William Hartnell Doctor. And we get a very quick glance at what looks like the first Doctor's companion, Polly. So all in all, I'm very excited for the Christmas special. Sure, there are things that I wish that they would have left out of the trailer, but I don't feel bad talking about them in this video because I told you, you should have watched the trailer before watching this video. 5 months we have to wait. Exactly 5 months until the Christmas special airs on Christmas, and I am super excited. I love Peter Capaldi's portrayal of the Doctor. I'm sad to see him go. I'm excited for his swan song. There's so much emotion that I have for this special coming up that I can't remember a Christmas special that I was even more excited about. In the comments down below, let me know your expectations and hopes and dreams for this Christmas special. Do you want Susan to come back? And if so, how do you see her coming back if she's already gone? I want her to return. I want it in a way that makes sense. I know that the Doctor and Susan visited World War I in an episode way back when, but I don't see how that would make any sense because then there would be 3 Doctors, 2-1 and 1-12. So I don't see how that would make any sense at all, but hey, it's Doctor Who. As always, my name is Travis. Thank you for listening to what I have to say, and you will see me tomorrow.